Right. As you were saying, what was your take on the game? What did you think about it?
It was just not a good game. Not a good game. There's many negatives to point out, but I do want to point out one positive, at least that I saw a positive, was Martinez's gameplay. Martinez played well. He cleaned up. He was good in the air. He distributed. And he didn't feel very worried or shaky with him.
He was comfortable and composed on the ball.
Right, and it was his first Premier League game. And then you see Maguire on, next to him. You feel like there's some moments like you don't know what's gonna happen.
I get a little bit. Some moments, anytime Maguire's on the field now, you are feeling like it's going to be shaky.
You see what I mean? And he's the captain who should give you the assurance that everything is okay. Right, was there any player who stood out to you that you say, he played well, he did a good job today?
Well, no, like you said, I was impressed with Martinez. I think he was one of the few positive lights that was happening today. But aside from him, though, it was a bit disappointing because it's like, this is also one of those things, like, and I just go back to Manchester United team, like when you had a Roy Keane, that when the team is down, he's the guy that steps up and was like, let's fucking go, let's go, boys. And he puts the team on his back.
Remember, that team had a completely different mentality of winning.
Well,
this team, you have one Cristiano Ronaldo who wants to win, the others are like, you know what? I don't have that energy that you have, so I'm going to play what I have. And that's where they're...
Right. No, and that's...
It's a culture that has changed.
And that's true. But I still feel like you have to have that one player that is going to go and be like, guys, we're down. Come on, let's go. Get up. And we just don't seem to have that right now.
Right. So, as it stands, is it time to worry? Is it time to panic losing the first game at home of the opening season? Yes or no? Do you think it's too early? Erik ten Hag needs more time? Yes, no?
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely too early. Let's be honest, is that obviously the preseason's all exhibitions, so it's not, but I felt like we actually kind of looked pretty decent in a lot of those things. So, I think it's the first match, but again, what I'm looking for is what is Ten Hag's response.
Right.
And so, first off, I like that he didn't try to make any excuses today. He literally went and said, wasn't good enough. And then I said, well, do you still need more players? And he's like, well, of course, we'd like to go and still like to supplement our squad, but we had the players to win this game. Right. That's not an excuse. And so I really appreciated that from him. And so, he obviously has a great pedigree coaching at Ajax. So I'll give him some more time. But at the end of the day, we can't have too many more results like this before people start doubting.
Right. Your take? Too early to panic?
No, it's not about panicking, but it's about how you're gonna make this adjustment so that we're on course to at least win. I think Ten Hag has to find the answers to make sure he finds the motivation within players to have the confidence to step on that field and give it their all and push it their all from start to finish. Last year was a thing where we didn't get started until 20 minutes later. This year we got started within 20 minutes, but then we dropped off. And then we didn't get back in there until the 70th minute. You have to find this area where you're good all game.
Right. Constant all through.
Right. And I think he has to find the right moments, the right way to get that out of him. And he can. We have to give him more time, but we are also worried right now because he's got to make that adjustment.
Well, because it also looks like so much of the old, and that what I was also saying today is that, okay, you know what? I would love if we just come in and smash somebody 3-0, go and get an early goal and just keep going. But even if the goals are not there, I want to go and see us going and pressing. We're moving the ball around. We are going and taking it to them, like you said, from the first minute until the 90th.
Right.
We didn't see that. Them down. There were periods today.
Brighton was the better teammate.
And then and there were periods where we were the better team, but it was kind of up and down. And it's like, we're Manchester United. We need to go, and even if we're not on the score line always completely up, we need to make sure that team is feeling us that, man, this goal is coming.
Right.
And we're not there right now.
Next game is away to Brentford, then Liverpool in 2 weeks. Brentford, any predictions next week, Saturday? Away.
So, well, I think going and talking about Ten Hag, I think this is, like I said, it's too early to go and completely judge off the first match. We should have won today. He said we should have won today. We should win against Brentford, but I think these next two matches are going to be very crucial, especially for how we view Ten Hag going the rest of the season. Right? We get a good result versus Brentford, we get a good result versus Liverpool, then I think we'll say, okay, maybe we've got the right guy for the job.
Brentford next week.
All right, to me, what's going to happen is Ten Hag's going to realize you start Ronaldo. When you start Ronaldo up front, you play Rashford on the left, you play Sancho on the right,
Balls in
and
the box.
I think he might make some adjustments in the midfield. I think we're going to win that game 3-1.
Okay.
I think we're going to go I think we're going to go down first, and then we're going to score 3.
Right, you heard it from Houston Red Army. Man United lost today 1-2 to Brighton opening the season, but there's still hope. There's still opportunities. It's too early. 37 more games. Anything can still happen.